Hi boys and girls. So today we're going to be doing a leaf rubbing to make your painted paper for your weaving project. I have a leaf here that I picked from my yard that I'm going to use for my for my paper. I'm going to put it underneath my paper, pressing down so I can feel where my leaf shape is, and then I'm going to use my crayon to rub over it. I'm going to do it pretty hard. So here's my leaf shape. Okay, I pressed down pretty hard, got all the edges that I wanted. Now I want to take the texture actually of my table that I'm working on. So I went outside and I actually took some texture rubbings from my picnic table benches at my house. So they look similar to what you guys will be doing or already did on your paper. Now we want to trim your paper down to about a square. So even though this isn't exactly the same as the paper, it's going to give me a good estimate, and I want to get things in the middle. If I have a lot of things going around on the sides, I want to try to get what I want my focal point to be, or things that I care about in the middle. If you don't have any kind of focal point in your paper, don't worry about it. You can just choose where you want your square to be. I'm adding a little edge here because this is a little smaller than my paper, and I have a little edge at the top. That way it makes it closer to a square. So now I've got my big square of paper. So the challenge is going to be for today mainly cutting your loom. So you're going to actually fold it on a diagonal so that when we cut it, we're actually going to cut it on a diagonal. That way our squares are going to be sort of diagonal instead of straight across. If you think that'll be too hard, you're welcome to do it straight across, in which case you would just fold it in half like this. But I'm going to try the diagonal. Now, one thing I'm going to pay attention to is when I'm cutting, I'm not going to want to go over the leaf. So I'm going to just start, and I want to make sure my edges are really lined up because I don't want to accidentally cut over the edge. I want to just go up to the edge. I'm going to leave about a 2-finger space around the edge of my paper. So I'm going to go and I'm going to make small cuts. You can make them curved. You can make them wiggly. I'm going to keep checking. I think this one is safe. These are not too wiggly. Okay, so this one I've got to see. This side doesn't really have it yet. So this one I'm going to cut right up around the leaf and then up to the paper edge. Actually, I left way less than 2-finger space. So I'm going to try to be consistent with that. The bigger the space, the more sturdy your picture is going to be. Now here, I'm going to actually cut, let's see, do I want to cut around this? How will I do this one? I think, let me see. I don't want that to be a flap, so I'm actually going to fold a different way. And you're totally welcome to do this. Actually, I want you to do this. You're going to fold your paper, take a little further away to get your cut in. So I'm going to have to do it here, up to the leaf, and then on this side I can just kind of freehand it. That's good enough. So over here, when I'm near the leaf, I'm actually going to need to be very careful and go up to the leaf. Actually, I feel like the edge is right there. Go a little further, but then I'm going to have to bend my paper even more on this side. So maybe I'll bend it closer to the leaf just to do my cuts there, and then I'll unfold it a little bit. Okay, so I think I got that cut. It's a little wonky. I'm gonna have to cut that bit to make it a strip. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna do it a few times here, up to the leaf, like this, like this, like this. And then when I unfold it, now I feel comfortable doing this side. So when I cut, let me see, I don't want to be cutting up to where the leaf is again. So I'm going to unfold it back. And I do want my cuts to line up. So maybe I'll do it up this way now to connect to the other cuts. Like this, like this. That one isn't all the way through. Oh no, that's okay. That's a good stopping point. This one. This one. All right, so now I'm just gonna keep it unfolded, cut over to the edge, but not all the way over, just a little bit. I like where those lay. This one needs to be a little further down. Okay. And that's it for that. So I got that side done. So this is the trickiest part, is just kind of folding and unfolding and trying not to cut to the end of your paper. If you accidentally do, like this is a little bit too far in my opinion, then we can just put a piece of masking tape on the back so that it doesn't fall apart. But let's continue. So I'm gonna refold back where it was. Right here. I can see that the leaf is on both sides, so I'll go up to the stem here, up to the stem here. Actually, I can keep going there. And I'm gonna continue with my strips, try to keep them similar in width. And let's see, I think I still need to do this section right here. Yep. So I've got almost all of it cut. Get all that, and then I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. So I'll do this slowly again so that you can see where I folded it. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it a little bit further back. And I'm gonna cut up to the leaf. Right now I've got a slit there I'm gonna line up with. And a slit here, ooh, that's very close to the edge, I'm gonna line up with. Let me check this side. Okay, so that's okay. That's okay there. So now I wanna continue, actually I'm just gonna not fold it, I'm gonna just continue with my cuts by sticking my scissor into each of the little slits and then just following it closer to the edge. Okay, so now it's finished and all my slits are up to the leaf, but not across the leaf. Let me show you again what I did. So about an inch away from the leaf, I folded the paper. I had the leaf facing me, and then I just cut on the edge just a little bit up to the leaf and stopped. Up to the leaf, up to the leaf, up to the leaf. Then when I unfolded it, it only went to about here, but then I was able to get my scissor in easily and continue the cut to the edge of the paper. So now my loom is ready for weaving. If you have any pieces that are coming apart, we are gonna tape them today. So please bring them over. Don't be ashamed. I know this is a tricky one for some of us. So bring them over and we will get them all sorted out. So everybody's paper should look something like this. All right, so now I've got my music sheet here and I'm going to go ahead and trim it to match my weaving.